Neurodive Corner, where you come for all things neurodivergent and the amazing people that care for them. However, today I figured I would do something a little bit different. Today we're going to talk about white Jesus versus actual Jesus. Yes, yes, we're going to go there. We're going to go there because if not, I'm going to wind up losing my sanity. Now, let me make it perfectly clear to everybody that I am a spiritual person. Okay? I do consider spirituality to be an integral part of a person's life. Um, it does have its uses. If it helps you show up as a better version of yourself day in, day out, more power to you. But let's talk a little bit about Christians, right? So I live now in the Bible Belt. Yes, with a bunch of in my area, there is a church almost in every corner, and I am not exaggerating. Like you could rarely drive a block without finding some, especially evangelical churches. This, you know the type, the mega church type with the fireworks and the pastor that comes in the Escalade and all of that. So that's what I want to talk about today, because it feels to me that there is two types of Christian. There is the psychotic brand of Christian nationalism that we're seeing now, and what the prophet in the book actually did. Um, hey everybody! Hi to the 7 people that joined the live. Thank you, thank you for your support. Make sure you do all the cool things, up, down, sideways. I always forget. But hit the like, subscribe, comment, make sure that you engage. That way the channel can keep growing. And we can keep building our community. It is not a big community, but it is growing day by day, and we've been advocating and helping neurodivergent people down here. So yeah. Also, make sure that you guys check the description of the video later. I am running a raffle. I am proceeds from the raffle will be used to pay for my nephew's music therapy. So make sure you guys look for that on the video description. The raffle, the drawing is gonna be May 20th here live in our channel. So if you're interested in seeing Chris Stapleton this June in North Carolina, make sure that you come check the video description and buy some raffle tickets. You might get lucky. You never know. So anyhow, so I was talking about Jesus, the white Jesus, and Jesus, the actual Jesus. Hi Alice. Oh, my day. Listen, I work in child protective services, so my days are days. And I'm also an autism specialist and an EMT. So my days are days. This is therapy for me. This is helps my neurodivergence. Being able to chat with you guys, engage, going back and forth, all of that. Our monk, hi. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well yourself. You are our top fan of the night joining the live. So thank you for coming back. I appreciate both of you very, very much. And everybody else that is watching, all of our subscribers, you guys are amazing. And you keep bringing friends and grow this little community. Y'all need to start telling me what topics do you want to do a deep dive that have to do with neurodivergence. But anyway, so these are the difference between the brand of Christianity that is being practiced right now and that just got us pretty much into World War III, and what the actual prophet did. So, for example, in these mega churches over here in Christianity in Western countries, in the United States, anyway, one of the main things, right, is you gotta blindly believe. You cannot question anything. You're indoctrinated into not believing not questioning, I'm sorry, anything, which contradicts the New Testament, because we know that Jesus, as a child, went and questioned the leaders of the church and debated them. And I feel that is something very healthy in a healthy human being that is practicing healthy spirituality. You should be able to have a debate and not lose your shit. So that's the difference between the white Jesus and Jesus. Well, that's one of them. The other one is a lot of these Bible thumpers and mega churches will have you believe that any difficulties that you are going through in life are um, a function of your sin, right? That's what the white Christian megachurches believe. You know, if you can't afford your child's chemo, is because you're living in sin. That's what they believe. However, if you go to the New Testament and you study Jesus, what did he ask those that wanted to stone the prostitute? Prostitute? What did he say? You that have no sin, cast the first stone. Again, white Jesus is egocentric. The prophet wasn't. Another huge difference. Mega churches believe in wealth, accumulation of wealth, checks in the mail, finding money, winning the lottery, all of that. They pray for that. They pray on that. Like, I'm gonna pray on you. Because they're a little crazy. However, Jesus, the prophet, went to the temple and literally flipped the tables and lost his shit because he was against the accumulation of wealth. White Jesus forces you to be a virgin, to be obedient, and to submit. Jesus the prophet was actually always surrounded, nurtured, and many a time sustained by women. Not only his 12, not only his 12 apostles. If you actually read the book and other books, instead of thinking there's only one book that has all of the truth within it. White Jesus tells you that that person that's in a shelter and doesn't have a meal, instead of you doing what Jesus the prophet did, which was clothe the one that needed clothes, fed the hungry, shelter the migrant, right? Heal the sick. Why Jesus does not compel you to do any of that. It explains it away with, oh, they must deserve it. They're following the wrong God. They are living in sin. That there is always an excuse. And it is so hilarious because these people, like the and um you have people like Bell Hooks, Robin DiAngelo, Resma Menakem that talk about the white bodies and white supremacy and white fragility. And I just heard, and I can't credit her. I'm so sorry. If you hear me and you come across this, know that your shirt was awesome. But I came across this lady that said we should start calling it white narcissism. And she's completely right. This country is living under white narcissism. They can be as malignant as can be, and at the same token, they are the victim. They are literally destroying everybody's lives, these Bible thumpers. Um they literally go against their prophet's teachings. And let's not even get into the fact that Jesus most likely was a black man, or at the very least had some melanin in him, right? On top of that, he was subversive, he was progressive. Why do you think he refused to go into the city as in a horse or as a king? He went on a donkey, you know. So yeah, he was a brown man that if he really existed, and you believe in him as a prophet, he was most likely a black or brown man that was a radical empath, that was a leftist by today's standards, and was pretty subversive. And if he was to come back today, um, the Bible thumpers here in the Bible Belt will probably get rid of him quicker than in the book, because they are very much waiting on a billionaire white savior to come down in a winged horse from the skies and deliver the United States of America, because we are so fucking amazing. So, anyway, I just wanted to kind of like draw those differences because it always drives me insane how um, here in the United States, these Christians are like, they will hit you. That's, I think that's why they call it the Bible Belt, because they use it just to oppress everybody that's different from them and refuses to follow their rules and what they believe is biblical law. And when you actually read the New Testament and read, Jesus was the total opposite. You know, Jesus, honestly, by today's standards, would be uh, a Jewish brown man that would probably consider himself a progressive and a radical empath. So yeah, let me see. Hi, Ino Ashari. I'm sorry if I'm messing it up. Thank you for being one of our top, um, and coming back. Thank you. Oh my God, it's good morning over there. It is like 10:30 over here. Um, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, I've read the Quran. And that's what I tell people all the time is the whole thing with Sharia law. The Christian nationalists here in this country do practice Sharia law right now. They want to control women's bodies. And not only were they able to overturn um, Roe v. Wade, they literally, like, if it was up to them, they want you to submit and obey, period, if you're a woman. So it is incredibly hypocritical and kind of hilarious that they are always fear mongering with the whole Sharia law, and they don't understand that Sharia law is like the commandments. It just tells you how to live life so you can be the best version of yourself. With the difference that the Ten Commandments just tell you what not to do, and Sharia law actually has guidance as to how to live a good life. Did I get it right? Am I doing good so far? Is that yeah, and not every Muslim country. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, this so I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yay. I'm proud of myself. Thank you. Thank you, Pac Army Veteran 24. Thank you for being part of our community. So anyhow, guys, I'm wrapping up because I need to get some sleep. I gotta be up early. So make sure you keep smashing the hearts, the likes, subscribe, comments. Also, if you guys wanna help my GoFundMe campaign to help pay for my nephew's therapy, that's going to be in the video description, as well as the tickets for the raffle. But no, yeah, like I said, here in the United States, we have two type of Christians. We have some Christians that are following the prophet and what he actually taught, and some are following some white version of Jesus where they are the special ones, the anointed ones, and that just gives them a right to make everybody else miserable when we can all just, especially the three Abrahamic religions, we should be able to at least treat each other like brothers and sisters and cousins. But, not everybody's the same. And greed and power corrupt. So that happens. Yes, yes, you are correct. And it is so funny because when you fast, it really pushes your body to sit with discomfort and actually metabolize um, pervasive thoughts and negative thoughts and sinful thoughts and all of that. But, you know, I feel we need to focus less on books and theory and actually focus on the fact that there is a very merciful creator that if you are a good human and you lead a good life, um, you will achieve peace, eternal peace. And that's what I always tell people. I am not here to teach theology or debate theology. I am here to build community and share the positive that we all have. And your religion has a lot of positive in it. Um, it's like every religion is about people and how they practice it rather than, you know, just the word or just the books, right? Well, I gotta go. Thank you so much for in chatting and engaging, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Bye.